And welcome back, rugby fans, to Rugby411. As always, I'm your host. My name is Josh Trishibata, and this is our Major League Rugby 2023 Week 2 preview of all the games happening in Week 2 of the 2023 season. It was an exciting week number 1. Week 2 is probably going to be just as, if not more exciting, because there are some very interesting games that are coming up. Don't forget, guys, make sure you make your SuperBru Rugby411 MLR Pick Em picks before Friday, because we have a game on Friday. So make sure you get those picks in early so that you don't miss out on possibly placing first in this week's action. So, real quick, you can watch all the games of Major League Rugby live and on demand, absolutely free, with the Rugby Network app. Absolutely free. It is a great deal. Not only can you watch Major League Rugby action, but you can also watch college rugby, high school rugby. They still have international rugby on there. Some rugby from Japan. It is a little old, but it's still accessible. So watch it. It's absolutely free, and it is great. Also, it should be noted, games are going to be on Fox Sports 1 and Fox Sports 2 throughout this whole entire Major League Rugby season. They will be on the Rugby Network, but they'll be on 24 or 48 hours later on demand. They won't be streaming live because they'll be streaming on either Fox Sports 1 or Fox Sports 2. So just let you guys know that in case you miss it and you don't see them on the Rugby Network that has come up by a lot of fans, it will be on there eventually. So let's go through Week's 2 slates. We have 5 games. Old Glory DC and the new kids on the block, Chicago Hounds, will be on bye for this week. But let's start. Once again, as I mentioned before, we have a game on Friday, February 24th, 7:30 p.m. All these kickoff times are Pacific Standard Time. We have Rugby ATL going to Starfire Stadium to play against the Seattle Seawolves, who looked very, very impressive against and defeating the reigning defending MLR champions, the Rugby New York Ironworkers. Rugby ATL coming off a very close win against NOLA Gold. Atlanta having to make that trip over to Seattle. It is a long trip. It is very hard to play in Starfire Stadium. It is very, very loud. I feel this game is almost academic. It's going to go the way of the Seattle Seawolves. Then we move on to Saturday, where we have 2 games. Saturday, February 25th, first 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time kickoff. We have the former new kids on the block, the Dallas Jackals, going over to Zions Bank Stadium in Utah to take on the very competitive Utah Warriors. Now, the Utah Warriors, I haven't seen the game where they lost against the San Diego Legion. Utah Warriors are a very, very hard team to predict. Dallas Jackals did look better in their very first game of the season. Like I mentioned before, they have a very much identifiable, hard-hitting Argentinian-style rugby culture now. Will that match up against the Utah, who like to also play very physical as well? I think that Utah, though, being at home, Zions Bank Stadium, they have a very supportive crowd. I feel that will help them against the Dallas Jackals. I think the game will be close, though. But I feel the Dallas Jackals will win at least 2 games this season. This is not one of them, though. I feel Utah will get the win in this game. Then we move on later that evening, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have NOLA Gold going over to Avia Stadium to take on the Houston SaberCats. Houston SaberCats with a very big win over the Dallas Jackals. NOLA losing to New England Free Jacks. NOLA, again, I didn't see the game. I don't feel that they've improved much from last season to this season. SaberCats are looking as good as they always have been, being played at Avia Stadium. I feel this is also pretty academic. It's going to be a Houston win. Once again, just to let you guys know, this game, Houston and NOLA, is going to be on Fox Sports 2. It will not be on the Rugby Network Live. You can watch it on Fox Sports 2 or wait at least 24 hours. It will be uploaded on demand on the Rugby Network. All right, and then we finish week number 2 with a huge doubleheader on Sunday, February 26th. First, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time kickoff. Toronto Arrows go to the new home of the Rugby New York Ironworkers, the Memorial Field Stadium in Mount Vernon, New York, to play against your reigning and defending MLR champions, the Rugby New York Ironworkers. Toronto barely lost against Rugby ATL in week number 1. Rugby New York unfortunately took a loss to their in a rematch of the Major League Rugby Championship of last year against the Seattle Seawolves. Now they're back at home. I feel that they have the capabilities of being a very dominant team this season. I don't feel the Toronto Arrows are, so home field advantage as well. I feel this is a big comeback win for your reigning, defending MLR champions. And then the big game, I feel, at least game of the week, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time kickoff. The New England Free Jacks go to Snapdragon Stadium to play against the San Diego Legion. Once again, last week, San Diego Legion broke the attendance record for Major League Rugby in the entire history of Major League Rugby. 11,000 fans came to the debut of Snapdragon Stadium on the campus of San Diego State University. Now they are hosting the New England Free Jacks, who, despite what I thought, were able to win against NOLA Gold. As I mentioned in my power ranking video, this I feel will be a true test for the New England Free Jacks. Are they really the contenders that I don't think they're going to be, but that all their fans think they're going to be? If they beat the San Diego Legion, my mind could be changed. So we'll see. So obviously, you know who I'm picking for this game. I think San Diego Legion are a legit contenders for the Major League Rugby Shield. This will also be a test for them to see if they can do that, if they can beat the New England Free Jacks. And that's our picks for this week. Again, only 5 games. Make sure you get your picks in if you're playing my Rugby411 SuperBru Major League Rugby Pick'em pool. Games start on Friday, so get your picks in before Friday. Let me know what you think about my picks, especially this New England one, because I know a lot of New England fans did not like how low I ranked the New England Free Jacks. We'll see about the results of this game, because I feel San Diego has the ability to beat New England pretty well in this game. So we'll see. But let me know what you think about my picks. Let me know what your picks are in the comments below. Don't forget to try to join my SuperBru pool as well. And remember, all the games can be watched on the Rugby Network. Download that app absolutely free. As always, thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll see you on the pitch.